It's another rainy night here in Tarheel. It's the uh, storm that moved in from the other night is still in the area. It's been dumping a lot of rain on Carolina off and on all through the week. Tonight has been another rainy night. This one's been a little slightly cool temperature for this time of the year in Carolina, even for the Appalachia district. It's not too far from the Appalachian Mountains where we joined the scene this evening, back at the church of the good Reverend Jimmy Johnson as his revival continues. Tonight's offering not quite as good as the other nights. It's you pretty guess everybody must have tipped out on that particular offering. And as usual, we join Jimmy as he's wrapping up for the evening, and most of his parishioners have headed home. Parking lot relatively empty, minus the transportation that the good Mr. Putineska has managed to procure for this little drive up to Appalachia, a drive that Marquez warned him greatly not to do, but being Enzo, being who he is, said, "Screw Marquez," and went anyway. Our new Mr. Bouchard, excuse me, who we've met a couple nights ago, has returned to the church, honestly seeking some answers about that really weird bus accident. As we join the good Reverend in his small office there at the church.
The Reverend will be looking through the offering this evening, counting it up, seeing exactly how much is there.
Heading through the inside, giving a knock before speaking rather loud. Hello? Anyone still in here?
I'm sorry, could you speak up?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
47 on your favors there, Reverend.
It's not bad.
Knocking on one of the pews. Probably, hopefully, that way he can hear me. Hello? Anyone still in here?
The Reverend will tuck the money away, put it in a cigar box in a safe, and he'll go and open the office door.
To which you see the same gentleman from the other night.
Come in.
Hello, Reverend. How are you doing this evening?
I'm well, and yourself?
Not too bad. Okay, so this does still... Okay, yeah, this does still look familiar. Okay, good. Not going mad.
Can I assist you, sir?
Now, like I said, you two, you seem to immediately recognize each other, but you're not sure why.
I know this guy, but
yeah,
I'm not giving up that I know this guy. That would be dumb.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
Have I seen you on TV?
No, sir. I'm afraid I'm not one of those kind of preachers.
Of course not that. 9 times out of 10, I do believe they happen to be more scam artists than Reverend.
Yes, I do try to steer clear of that. Are you in need of some counseling, Mr. And he'll take just a brief moment, not long enough for the other character to answer, and look up just a little bit and go, Mr. Bouchard?
Yes, sir. It is. Believe I saw it on the door outside. Reverend Johnson?
That is my name, yes. That's what my mother always called me. Come and have a seat.
Thank you.
there's like another guy in there in the fancy black Italian suit. He's got his hat like taken off, and he's kneeling in front of that whatever that thing is called with all the candles that you light. And he like gets up and blesses himself, and he picks up this like big military digital camo patterned duffel bag and just wander over. Who's this guy?
All right, same thing, Reverend. You recognize this. You recognize Enzo. You know Enzo. So.
Yeah, of course I know Enzo.
Yeah.
I was here. I was praying.
Yeah.
Pleasure. I am Mr. Bouchard.
Enzo Puteska.
A pleasure.
Sticks out his hand.
He grabs it and shake it.
He's got a very large, distinctive ring with a G on it.
Very nice. Very nice.
You can roll your intelligence occult if you would like to try to make heads or tails of what that ring is.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
You've seen them before, but you still haven't. But you know it's apparently it's a signal of status apparently. But
Is the 6 a success?
Yeah, the 6 would have been a success. Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, one success.
Yeah. Remember, you're looking for a 6 or better, unless I tell you otherwise.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you know it's apparently it's a status symbol from what you understand, but you've never known exactly what that status is.
I believe I've seen that ring around somewhere else, but I'm not
yeah.
100% sure its meaning.
Well, you know, all the fellas got them. You know, everybody in the family.
Ah.
I'm referring to the Giovanni, of course.
The Reverend's going to take a moment to try his best not to chuckle at Enzo not being the dumbest guy in the room.
That's an oddity. It doesn't happen very often.
It's very strange, and he's never seen it before.
You know, yeah, the family, the Giovanni family.
You could say I am rather nameless in mind, as it were.
What? You never heard of the Giovanni family? Oh, let me tell you about the Giovanni family. Starts rolling up his sleeves.
Oh, Lord, here we go. Please, Miss Puteska, do not dishevel the furniture, if you please.
Oh, right. He starts rolling his sleeves back down. You're lucky you're in a church.
I do not expressly forbid violence upon these holy grounds, but it is rather difficult to clean up.
Yeah, and I mean, even if you don't, I'm pretty sure God don't like it.
Yes, he would very heartily disapprove of that.
I think so.
I will quote one of my favorite TV shows in regards to the acts of violence. The good book does distinctly state, "Thou shalt not kill." It is, on the other hand, very fuzzy on the subject of kneecaps.
One will remember that.
But, yeah, all right. So, what's your deal, guy?
The good Reverend looks familiar to me, and I've been trying to figure out why, but right now I am still drawing a blank. And judging from the fact that he at least has recognized my name, or knows my last name, we have met before, and it perplexes me, to say the least.
That's the most reasonable conclusion. I will admit your face is very new to me, sir, but you are in a house of miracles.
And the good Lord does work in mysterious ways. This is very true. Hmm. Hmm.
Good, Reverend. You noticed, and now that you noticed her too when you came in, Enzo. Even if you talked to her or not, that's totally up to you. But you noticed that there was a teenage girl sitting on one of the pews towards the back of the church. Good, Jimmy. You immediately same teenage girl
Okay.
that was here the other night.
Did I see her on my way in or out?
Yeah,
Or is she still there?
yeah, she's still there. You saw her when you came in, but she either didn't see you or didn't acknowledge you. Same thing to you, Enzo.
And for reference, here's her picture. Here's
Okay,
what
that's
she looks like.
I was wondering if it was still the same person.
Yeah.
If you gentlemen will excuse me for just a moment, and the Reverend will walk back there to speak with her.
Now that is some deja vu right there.
Hey, Will, can I roll for level 3 of Cenotaph, Tread Upon the Grave? It's a willpower diff 8 to sense, like, the shroud. And see, let's see. It's,
Yeah, go for it, dude.
success reveals whether the location is highly attuned to the Shadowlands or not. Or what?
For
Yeah, go for
reference,
it.
we have. For reference, I have not been able to do a scene starting it yet, but I would have begun preparations for that one weird ritual. They take a while to finish, but I would have started preparations on that probably around the same time that I started this revival. So if that factors into his roll difficulty any, or the results any, that's a thing.
Okay. At this point, it wouldn't. All right, go ahead and make the roll there, dude.
I got 3 successes. 3 successes or more. The necromancer can determine whether the shroud's strength has been artificially altered. And it tells me just like how attuned to the Shadowland this particular area is.
All right. You're getting a little bit of a sense that something's here, but it's not something that you think you could tap into. It's very weak, but there is something here.
Okay. Is it like an object?
No, it's more like the grounds themselves.
Okay. Shit. Well, that's going to take a really long time then. I'll have to remember to come back. Well, how big around is it? Like,
All right,
within the church or like outside and everything?
Okay, there's a road that goes alongside of the church. The church itself is as I remember correctly, Mitchell, you basically described as being basically just right off that road.
Yeah.
Because it's like this really small one room style country church. So it's basically there's a road that runs parallel there to the church. It seems to go from just on the other side of that road, maybe about 5 to 10 feet across the drainage ditch in the opposite direction of the road, and it starts on that other side of the road, and it kind of seems to dissipate about 5 or 10 feet into the wood line there where his church is.
Okay. Hey, Rev, you want to excuse me for just a moment? I have something I got to look at.
Of course. Take your time, Mr. Putinesca. Just don't poke anything that might bite back.
Okay, I'm going to leave my bag here then.
All right.
He just drops it on the ground and it there's metallic clanks inside.
Clang, 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 clang.
And I'm going to go over to where that area is and try to use reveal the KTV to see if anything is centered around there. I got to go examine objects. So I'll do that for 20 minutes or so.
Okay. All right. I will tell you this, that there is no physical objects laying around anywhere, but you're still not sure that it could be something that might be buried somewhere. So go ahead and start
in that case, I'll use
whatever appropriate roles you need for it. make whatever
All right.
appropriate rolls that you need to determine it.
You guys can continue while I look that up.
I'm going to go speak to the lady. Have you enjoyed the sermons this week, ma'am?
Oh, good preacher. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. I have. And see, I've been doing a little reading myself because, like I said, I know the bulletin that you handed out the other night. I got reading on it, and I actually looked at the that suggested reading list that you put on there, and this look Max Lucado fellow or whatever his name is. I went and picked up one of his. I went and picked up some of his material. Been reading on that.
If I may suggest, I find his children's stories to be much more palatable than the works he has created for adults. They tend to be just as loving and kind, but in a more accessible manner, even for those of us over the age of majority.
Oh, very well, very well. I'll make sure to look for those.
Is there anything else I can help you with, my dear?
Well, no, not really there, Rev. I don't know what it is. Just something about this church. I just like the way it feels. It just feels inviting, I guess is a good word for it.
Okay, so that's a red
Like,
flag.
almost like I'm, almost like I'm home.
Well, I'm glad that you feel that way about this place. I'm very glad to have you at any point in time.
Well, I mean, I'm not imposing or anything.
No,
That's
no,
like
no.
if I am, I can leave. But it's
No, not at all. You're welcome to sit here in this sanctuary whenever you'd like, ma'am. I promise you, no one's going to shoo you out. Unless, of course, you have somewhere that you need to be that is more important. I wouldn't dream of keeping you in such a case.
oh no. See. Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. I mean, I haven't told a lot of people this, but see, I think the reason why this feels like home to me is because I don't really have a home.
Oh, you poor thing. We'll see what we can do about that, all right? Until then, you're
Look,
welcome.
you don't have to do that. You don't have to
Until
do that,
then,
preacher. I mean, I can take care of
until
myself.
then, you are welcome to sleep here on these pews. They're not very comfortable, but I will bring you in some blankets. It's warm and dry in here, and I'll get you a pillow and maybe one of those nice, fancy electric tea kettles so that you can have something warm to eat and to drink as the winter sets in.
See, she almost breaks down into tears at this point. She actually, you see no actual, tears emerge from her eyes, but you can see her whole facial expression changes. Her lip begins to quiver a bit. You're sure about that? You're not, you're not joking.
Absolutely positive, ma'am, I assure you. It would be my pleasure to have you as a house guest of the Lord.
At this, she actually reaches up and grabs hold of your neck, and actually just embraces you.
You bastard trying to make me raise humanity. I blame you for this. I blame you for this. I'm trying to lose it. I'm trying to shed it
Okay.
like pounds.
Okay. Oh no, it's deeper
Like
than that.
snake
Trust me.
skin.
It's more than just that.
Yeah,
Regarding your role there, Jake, you get some residual. There's a bit of residual energy here. Several different signatures. One of them is particularly stronger than the other two, but even that one is not in your face.
We cast ghosts. I'll look something up. No. Unless I have an idea. I'm gonna go back to the church.
Alright.
Okay. Don't worry, Rev. I'm gonna fucking drop that humanity for you. Don't worry. Just
I'll hold tight.
play along. Alright, so I'm gonna come back into the church, and like I see this girl hugging the Reverend. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so Enzo will walk up, be like, "Hey, Yarp, I need to borrow this," and just grab this girl by her hair and activate potence, and start dragging her out to the spot with the ghosts.
Mr. Putin-esque?
What the world?
Mr. Putin-esque?
Hey, stop that! That's not nice!
I'm going to follow them out there. Please do release her. I'm sure she will go politely, quietly with you if you ask her nicely.
Nah, it's beyond that now. I gotta kill her to feed some ghosts.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you know, they probably got some information that's pertinent. Real strong presence over here, but it's not strong enough to talk to.
Stop for just a moment. Let's discuss this. Let's discuss this.
All right. Hold on one sec, and so we'll smack her head against the ground with Potence 5 in hopes of knocking her out.
Potence 5? Potence 5 will kill her.
Okay, good enough.
6 will kill her. Potence 6 will kill her.
Oh, no.
Specifically
either way, I don't really care. Smack her head against the ground as hard as I can once in like a wrist-flicking motion like I'm killing a chicken.
That was unnecessary. I had planned to utilize her for some of my other plans.
I'll get you 4 better ones.
I'm heading outside the
That one was already pliable. What is your problem? Is she dead? Like, is she actively dead?
No, but she's out.
Okay.
She's well out.
Is she damaged?
Not physically. Not so much physically.
All right.
That means I'm gonna have to work on her.
So I'm gonna grab her.
Bruised.
I'm gonna grab her.
She's badly bruised.
By the shirt collar and just like jerk her over to where I am. And like.
Rev, I need that.
No, you go find your own. Damn it! This one was in my territory. You don't just come take my things and break them with no. You have to ask.
This ain't your ghoul. This ain't your ghoul. You ain't got no claim on this.
Bite my wrist and like bleed on her lips. You were saying, Mr. Putin-esque?
Oh, the game done changed. That's different. That's different. That's playing dirty, Rev. That's fucking dirty.
You're damn right I'm playing dirty. You just walked into my house and drugged somebody out of it. You don't know what I had them there for.
Keep in mind, I have stepped outside and then after watching this.
Mm-hmm.
She's a fucking bum. She was sleeping in the pews. What do you care?
She is a fucking bum, but she's a young, attractive bum that I can use to lure other stupid idiots.
I got a warehouse full of porn stars. Have you seen fucking Sons of Anarchy? I have that.
I didn't know yet. Please, Enzo, please explain to me the time that you told me that you had a warehouse full of porn stars, because I was unaware of this information. It would have been very helpful the other night.
Where do you think, what's his name, the venture who can't get in cars has been feeding?
Really?
Why do you think he's under my thumb? He's eating my porn stars.
Oh, Lord Jesus, that... This is going to be a hell of a night. I can tell right now.
The thing is, this is Joey and Corey losing it.
See, I'm actually finding this freaking hilarious right this minute.
You know, if it wasn't always business with you, Rev, we ever, sat down and talked anymore, you might know I had a warehouse full of fucking porn stars.
If I knew you had a warehouse full of fucking porn stars, I'd have been there every other night, damn it.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is our Enzo.
Well, you know what? You're fucking more than welcome to my warehouse full of porn stars. Here's a business card.
Well, thank you, Enzo. I will be sure to leave a hefty tip. And not just the one attached to the end of me.
That's just swell. Try not to kill him, but that's okay if you do.
All right. Can we stop yelling this close to the werewolves?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Well, that's
Speaking
it,
of,
then.
you hear a voice clear its throat from the shadows.
Good evening.
Who is it?
Let me get the picture. Hold on just a second.
After the Reverend says good evening, he'll lick the wound on his wrist closed. Not that he actually needs to, but
Trying to stop laughing and then looking his one like, hello.
out of habit.
Actually, easier if I screen share. Hang on.
Yeah. Well, it's David, but we're gonna
It's
put up the
David.
picture. So yeah, it's.
David
I'm
is
assuming.
clear.
I was assuming it's David. I mean, like,
Yeah,
there's a
David
voice
just
out of
cleared his
nowhere.
throat.
Nosferatu.
He steps out of the shadows and looks around. Evening, gentlemen.
Yeah,
It
we were
is
talking about
indeed.
some stuff there, guy, and I really appreciate you fucking sneaking up invisible and listening to my fucking conversations. You might be talking business, you know what
I
I'm saying?
really do wish that people would learn to knock on the grounds of my establishment.
See, I at least knocked. I thought that was nice. I thought I'd
You
let you
did.
know, hey.
I appreciate that, Mr. Bouchard. I do. Now shut your cake hole while I handle this business.
Shut up.
Thank you, sir. What can we do for you, sir? Looking at David. Or in the general direction where the voice is, if he hasn't actually popped out yet.
No, he popped out.
No, he steps out and you see him. He's in his suit and his nice face.
Okay.
Well, I'm not entirely sure why I'm here. I just felt like I needed to be here.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm sorry for interrupting you. I just...
Well, now you know.
I saw what I thought was a fight and thought I'd see if I could calm you boys down.
Yeah, right. You fucking see me? What do you think you could fucking do?
I assure you there's very little calming, Enzo.
Yeah.
Have you met our new friend? And I'll point him over at Mr. Bouchard.
Felt like we've done this before.
Perhaps you should go get acquainted with him while I finish this discussion with Mr. Putneska.
But yeah, I do. I know Florian. Florian's an old friend. He'll walk over. He'll actually walk over and put an arm on Florian's shoulder.
So, leaning over to David. So, yeah, I believe Mr. Pudineska, I think his last name is, apparently tried to introduce me to, I think, the Giovanni family.
Giovanni.
Apparently he was big on talking about it.
Now,
this is why I'm glad I'm a clanless.
Now, Mr. Putneska, would you please explain to the class why you felt the need to drag a charge out of my church where I live without so much as a how do you do? I'm sure there's a very good reason for it.
You don't live anywhere, all right, Reverend? You're a dead guy, all right? And I needed this fucking bum for business, and you're impeding my business.
Why don't you pick an uglier bum that I have not already staked a claim upon?
Because there's no more bums in here, and you ain't said shit when I left. No, just because you giving her hugs means you're fucking claiming her, you big old softy.
I told her to live in my haven. I have experiments that need to be run, Mr. Putneska.
You need her alive for them?
Preferably.
Preferably. But, like, do you absolutely need her alive?
That's not the point, Mr. Putneska. If I broke into your house and stole all of your Pepsi and just ran off with it because I needed it for
First of all,
something...
I didn't break in anywhere. And if you came into my house and tried to steal my Pepsi, you know, their countermeasures would be deployed, all right?
Oh, that's what I'm saying here at this point, Mr. Putneska. My flock is my Pepsi. Do not fuck with my Pepsi.
Traps around here.
Do not fuck with my Pepsi.
I think Putneska is a Coca-Cola man, but personally.
Well, you're fucking dead wrong, motherfucker. Say that again, I'll knock your teeth out.
Please do. He whispers
I was having
a lot.
I was having a conversation with David over here. I was telling him my thoughts on this.
Wonderful. We put the two whisperers together. Why did I think that was a good idea ever?
Why did you invite these guys?
I didn't
you'll
invite
find
them.
I
They
don't
showed
have to
up.
whisper.
Thank you for once again winning the creepy award of the evening. Would you like to see my antechamber? I can try to outdo you.
Well, creepy is what the family does.
See,
Although I could use some tips.
and now I'm envious again. You have a family, you have a family, you have a family. He's got a goal. He's got better than that.
Ghouls are easy. Go find you a mortal that you like too much to drain to death. Put it to some other imaginable use. Fill it full of your blood. It is not difficult. Go get you a family.
I didn't think that these types were legal.
David
Points
even
over
looks at you. He actually looks you up and down. Seems to be looking past you and goes, I think we can help you. And this one's on me. We got you, Florian. Just come see me.
I'm just saying, if you would like, I can also attempt to assist.
Thank you. Yes, never look a gift horse in the mouth for. And remember, the last time that resulted in bad things, very, very bad things. I think you got stabbed for that one.
Stabbing is unfortunate.
Yeah, it involved wood and the chest. Not a pleasant, stabbing at all.
No, not typically. I'll tell you what, if you gentlemen will give me a few moments to finish sorting this business out with Mr. Putineska and find him another tool for his business, then I will be right with you. Do not under any circumstances go anywhere on these grounds where the doors are not already open. And with that, the Reverend will actually go inside, make sure every other door in the church is closed and locked.
Fair enough.
Besides the one outside?
The sanctuary itself is open. The sanctuary is always common ground.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go sit down in a pew and just kind of like freaking sing Prayer Shaka.
Right.
Or at least I'm to myself.
I'm just going around locking
Mr.
doors.
Bouchard, as you have a seat, something catches your eye. On the back of the pew in front of you is what appears to be basically a holder for the various hymnals that the church uses. There are hymnals in there. There's, small, Gideon-style New Testaments back there. What catches your attention, however, is the fact that there is a single medical test tube carefully placed in between two of the hymnals.
Picking up the test tube.
It's about a quarter full of blood.
Opening and smelling.
It's been there a while. It's either been there a while or the blood itself is rather old.
Look. Putting it inside the jacket.
And David is sitting on the other end of the pew, got his head bowed, praying in some language that you're not quite familiar with, but you hear things like Michael and Rachael.
What the fuck? How are you not getting hit by lightning right now with your blasphemy?
No, I'm just looking. I'm like Jewish again.
Hebrew, get it right. And he drops right back into Hebrew and keeps praying.
You don't fucking talk like that in the church. What's the matter with you?
You do when you're Jewish.
Cut back over to the Reverend.
This ain't no fucking Jewish temple. This is the fucking place of God.
And I'm
Mr.
a man of science.
Putineska. Also, is Florian's sniffing of this vial visible?
You didn't tell me that you weren't making it visible, so I'm assuming
Yeah.
that yes, you
It is.
do see it.
Where did you find that?
I pull it back out of the coat and hand it over to him. So
Thank
I
you,
put it
sir.
in between a pair of the hymnals.
Thank you. I will be testing this later. People have got to stop leaving blood in my church. And he'll take it to one of the back rooms and lock it up.
Hey, does this church have a cemetery?
You know, I
It-
don't know out of
It doesn't.
character.
It doesn't.
We should
It's
get
never
one
been
though.
established.
Yeah, we should.
It's never been established that it does. So.
That's fair. No, that's fair because it's something that's never come up before. But we should definitely, considering some of the stuff that I'm about to start doing, we're probably going to give it one.
You're
Well,
going to
it
want to
doesn't-
break ground.
It doesn't at this moment.
You're going to want to break ground sooner or later. Probably sooner.
Definitely sooner. And we'll charge exorbitant fees. It'll be great. So, all right. Mr.
Oh, you
Putnesco,
know what? I have a solution to my own problem.
yes.
Alright. I'll step off to the side, take out my cell phone, call up one of the Puttanesca boys, and then, like the way low on the totem pole, like windbreaker sweatsuit wearing, like young Guidos who want to be made men eventually.
Yeah.
So you're
I
hitting
tell
up the
them-
Jersey Shore?
I tell one of my boys to bring whatever their most promising one of those prospects is. Actually, one of their least promising prospects, and bring him to this church and drop him off. I have a job for him to prove himself.
All right. As you're talking to him, you can hear something going on in the background.
Hey, what the fuck's going on in the background there?
Yeah. Actually, you don't even need to ask. I'll tell you what's giving you what you hear. I fucking tell you, you ever put your hands in my fucking pie again, I will strangle you with your testicles. Did I not? You hear a female voice, a very scared female voice. Yes, sir. You did. Now you're forcing me to have to do that. Now why are you going and forcing me to have to strangle you with your testicles?
Going to
Talking
get
to a
up
lady?
and head.
Yes, he's talking.
I'm getting up and heading
The
towards
voice
that voice.
sounds female. The voice
It's on
sounds
the phone.
female.
It's on the phone.
Yeah,
you don't
it's
hear
coming
it.
over his phone.
Oh,
It's over his phone. You can't. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The
I can't even
voice
hit
sounds to be female, but he keeps referring to that to testicles.
Okay.
You know what? You know what? You know what, Charlie? I'm tired of your shit. It's every fucking night with you, kid. Every fucking night I have to pull some shit like this.
Hey, send him down here. Stop screaming on the phone, you prick.
Oh, it's not him. It's a completely different voice, but it's in the background.
Hey, whoever Paulie's fucking screaming at, send him over here. I got a job for him.
Can do.
Alright. Thanks.
It's about this time. All right. Someone was outside the church, right?
We were going to go back outside the church and discuss this matter,
Okay. Well,
but he seems to have solved it.
Yeah.
Yes, I've solved it. I don't need any
You
people.
hear a vehicle. Yeah, you hear the engine, a vehicle engine.
I'm going to go
As,
pick up the girl and bring her back in and set her on the pew like she's sleeping, by the way.
All right. You hear a vehicle engine. Literally, it sounds like it pulls up to the churchyard, and the engine is cut off.
Okay. Definitely going to go check that out after I get her settled.
Yeah.
So what's up with that?
That would be the familiar ride of Mr. Dannington that has pulled up to the church.
Good evening, Mr. Dannington.
What's up, Rev?
Enzo's on the phone, just gives him.
Enzo's handling some business. I have a couple of new visitors. There's some weird shit going down. Business as usual.
Hmm. Yeah, it seems like it's what's all going on this fuckhole. Are there like new visitors, like people trying to fuck with you, or like people just
No, Mr. David is here, and there's an individual I've met previously, but only while unconscious. And he'll like have this really quizzical look on his face.
He's a fucking dumb, dirty cater. Is what he is. He doesn't even know what the fucking Giovanni pen is.
We're going to fix him. We're going to fix him. I'm going to go in
Can't
there
fucking
right
fix
now
a cater.
and get a blood sample and figure out where the hell he came.
Rain begins to fall as you were talking.
All right, I'm gonna go inside out of the rain because this is a white suit, and they're hard to keep clean. Mr. Bashard, is it?
Yes, sir.
The Reverend will go in the back, and he'll come back out with a silver bowl and like a crude knife. And actually, it's probably a wooden bowl at this point because I don't have resources. It's gonna be a wooden bowl, and a crude knife.
Well, you do, but you've not had a chance to actually
To do anything with them.
get anything with them yet.
So I'm gonna come out.
Man, Rev, that's a shitty bowl of knife. If you needed a better bowl of knife, you should have just asked me.
I may do that eventually, Mr. Putinesca. For now, this will do just fine.
It should also be noted that Woodrow has a duffel bag with him.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You know, everyone's bringing duffel bags to the church tonight.
There's also
They have
some like
sleepover at
homeless
church.
chick. There's also some homeless chick on the bench, like on one of the pews, passed out.
She's got a huge, like,
All right,
bruise
have
on
you
her
got the
face.
grab the picture real quick? Well, grab the picture so he can
Oh,
put it back.
of
The
Yeah.
bruise
Okay,
should be
yeah, hang
healing
on.
soon. I just Googled her.
Oh, yeah, true. She's got a rapidly healing bruise across the entire, like, side of her face there, like her eye.
Where is you? There you is. Okay, hang on. There we go. This is our girl laid out on the pew.
Her glasses are probably really jacked, though. She got
Oh yeah, they are.
She got
They
her
are.
slammed
Yeah.
into the ground.
What glasses?
Yeah.
What glasses?
Where,
They're
John?
gone.
Actually, what you do see, and you didn't really notice it, Jimmy, because you were too busy, having it out with Enzo. There is a pair of busted eyeglasses on the floor of the church, about midways there between the pews.
Okay.
Mr. Bashard, would you extend your arm, please?
I believe I know what you're going to do, or at least I'm going to guess. And
I only
if
need
you're
a
go-
sample.
And if you're going to need a sample, here, I'll use my own. Grabbing a scalpel from my coat,
Okay.
opening my hand, letting it drop onto the...
Okay.
cleaning.
I will. Since this ritual is time-based, should I roll for because it's reduced based on time, or should I just like stick it somewhere and keep it later? I'll stick it in the fridge back there in the back, and we'll do it later.
Yeah.
It's a long
I'm
rest.
gonna put my finger in it and I'm gonna taste the blood.
Oh,
Yeah,
fair
'cause
enough.
he has that ability. He has that ability.
Can you roll me 10 dice, Mitchell?
Yeah, sure.
I'll do
Give me
it.
just a second. Oh, okay. And then, like, later on, I'll just blood walk him and go back as far as I
You
can.
got all of the successes except one.
Jesus Christ!
Oh boy!
Yeah, it's clearly obvious. It's clearly obvious. Woody, the moment that his blood hits your tongue, it's instant. This is Malkavian blood.
Okay. Alright. I put the blood on my tongue and I like swish it around for a second and I look over at you and I say Malkavian.
Oh, I could have fucking told you that.
And David, who stops his prayer for a second, picks up his head and says, "I could have too. If you people would have asked." but out of respect for him, and he actually points at Florian, he likes to keep things secret.
Well,
Why?
Well, running around telling people you're a fucking dumb, dirty caitiff is a real good way to get killed, not keep things secret, bro.
you're not even. Yes, Caitiff aren't even people. Come on.
I'd rather be considered less than people than considered one of them mad.
Okay, sure. Whatever.
Well, I mean, like,
It's-
too bad, though, because, like, now I know you're a Malkavian, and I know you're fucking batshit crazy, and there's nothing you can do about it, so I guess that backfired.
whatever.
Should have just told me you were a Tory, or I would have thought you were just a dumb one.
There are a lot of those. It's not narrowing it down.
Unfortunately, my clan is rife with them too.
We all have them.
No, I kill them.
Not us, not our family.
We kill them all.
Ours don't survive. We put them on the front line and use them as shock troops when necessary.
Mine are allowed to live because some think they're useful. I've yet to figure out how they are useful.
Why you fucking kill yourself?
David pipes up and says, I will say this, Florian. You've got a better control over it than most I've seen.
Well, it's simple. I have my collection and I'm good.
All right.
Well,
Okay.
The rain outside begins to pick up even more. This time, it was just a drizzle. Now it's came into a full-on downpour at this point.
so Rev, what did you call me up for that's all fucked up?
Well, the first time I met Mr. Bashad here, it was not while I was awake. There have been some circumstances the past few nights that have been a little tricksy. I really wanted to ask Enzo's expertise as well, because I believe that I met an individual in a state of dreaming who is currently dead. Not really actively dead. I suppose if you're dead, you're not very active. But
I would beg to differ, which is why I need that bum.
well, did you get a bum?
I
You
did.
can't
I
have
got
a
I got a bum on the way.
We're going to have to work on your manners, Mr. Putineska. Had you asked first, we could have maybe worked something out. But
Listen, you didn't fucking claim her when I was in the room earlier. I'm supposed to just like psychically know when you fucking decide that you want to keep a little.
This is my haven. This
Yeah,
is where
you're welcome to everything in my haven. I mean, unless you try to take literally all of the Pepsi, because that's just rude.
the point I'm trying to get across, Enzo, is the fact that the mortals under my care are slightly more panicky and stupid and willing to blab than your Pepsi is.
I mean, not if I fucking take that out of the lines.
This girl has been here every night for the last 2 weeks, and if he magically disappeared, someone other than me would notice. And then I would have to deal with all of that red tape. I would have to deal with all of those
Oh
questions.
yeah, there's all kinds of red tape for a missing fucking bum.
A missing bum is still family to someone.
No, that's why they're a fucking bum.
I'm confused. Like, do I need to throw in a trash compactor, or is she fine? Like,
No, she's good.
She's
She's
fine.
good. She's
Oh,
good.
okay.
Now she's his bum because he fucking made it right and did the proper procedures.
By the way, Reverend, pointing towards the girl. Do you remember her being in our first meeting
Yes.
or no?
Yes. Yes.
Well, give
Which
her
is
more
why-
blood and fucking wake her up.
Fine.
Well, I literally have no idea what we're talking about.
And I will go over.
Alright, listen, I needed this bitch because I wanted to feed her to Ghost, but then he's like, no, after I already beat her half to death, so he had to save her.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
He came into my haven and grabbed a piece of what I would consider my property, as I had just literally
That
put her
wasn't
under
his property when I walked
just
out the door fucking 30
literally
seconds
put her under
before.
my protection.
How was I supposed to know? I was outside.
I'm sorry you were outside. You didn't stop to ask either.
I don't have fucking awesomeness. I can't hear through walls.
I have a question. How close is Enzo next to me? Or how close
I
is
don't know.
Enzo from me?
Probably pretty close.
Good. What's your willpower?
8.
Okay, so I have to get an 8 or higher. Actually, what's your humanity?
3.
Your humanity 3?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a single fuck.
Oh joy,
Explains a lot, doesn't it?
this is gonna be fun.
Oh no.
I mean, if you're about to use invitation on me, you're gonna die this very scene.
Actually, all I was just gonna do is get you to calm the hell down with it.
I mean, if you use any disciplines on me, you're gonna die in this very scene.
I mean, it's cool. Just let him do whatever he's
I
gonna
mean,
do.
he's already rolling for it, so go ahead and fucking roll for it.
Yep.
But you have done the fucked up, Charles.
Oh.
Technically, if he succeeds, then you're probably not going to be mad enough to kill him over it this scene.
Maybe.
You personally are not.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 3 months of relaxation.
Okay, well, clearly I know there's some kind of wickedness.
Congratulations, you destroyed the domain.
Can you please
Well,
read?
you know you've been affected. You know you've been affected, but it's like, you know,
I'm going to very dispassionately remove all of his limbs.
you're too damn. You're too damn happy right now.
Can I get a
do it.
perception awareness on that?
Well, happily remove
Guys,
all
give
of
me
his
just a
limbs
second,
now.
guys. Give me just a second, because I'm getting pops and clicks in the Hangout. Let me see if I can reload.
Okay.
That's the Daint Kush. That's what that was.
Can someone read the power of passion to me? Because I don't know if it's one of the ones where you actively have to describe, like, you have to be like, hey man, can you just calm down and chill out?
Oh yeah, I did need to talk to you. The character talks to her victim, and the vampire's player rolls charisma plus empathy. The number of successes determines the number difficulty equals the victim's humanity or path. Number of successes determines the duration of the altered state of feeling. Effects of this power might include 1 or 2 point additions or subtractions to difficulties of frenzy rolls, virtue rolls, rolls to resist presence powers, etc.
Okay, so you did have to talk to him and like coax him into calmness.
Yeah, I'm like, Mr. Enzo, please, just calm down, relax, everything will be okay.
And then
Everything will be through.
immediately his posture changes and he just like settles down and becomes calm.
Pretty much.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Never mind. I don't need
Nominate you to suck my dick.
awareness for that. That's definitely not Enzo.
Okay. So
I'm sorry about that, by the way, but you seemed like someone who...
well, we should wait for Will because
You're about to die.
Dude, all I did was just give you that Daint Kush.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Jake,
Yes,
can you roll me 10 dice?
yes. Oh wait, you canceled that one because of your fucking gay thing. We've still got another one. Fuck.
Okay, did I botch? Or
No, you got one.
okay, cool. So
Oh no, 2. Sorry, 2.
2. Okay. I am going to attempt to backhand you, Mr. Malcolm.
Alright, I'm going to attempt to dodge.
Okay, can you please roll me now 16 dice to backhand him, Jake?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 successes.
Alright.
14 successes, given the fact that
Now,
you rolled a 1.
the one doesn't cancel out because of a merit he's got.
Yes, that's true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is going to hurt.
He gets to ignore 1, 1,
A
yes.
little bit.
All right. So is he just is when we're just smacking you?
I am backhanding him and hitting him with 11 bolt.
Ow. Okay.
Can you roll damage?
How much damage with 15 successes?
I got 15 successes.
Yeah.
Or 14. Okay, 15.
15.
So I'll subtract 1. 15. Okay, so
Damn it,
subtract
Google.
1 will put me. Subtract 1.
I
will
can't
put
hear
me-
anything in 1 second. I can't hear a word anybody's saying. All I'm hearing is. It's
Alright, well, shut the fuck
Damn,
up so we
Google.
can hear everybody else.
Okay.
Damn it.
Say it again, because I can hear.
Okay, I'm going to roll 14 dice of damage. Oh no, I'm sorry. I subtract 1 from the hit because I'm just backhanding. So that's 14 plus my strength, which is currently 4. So 18 dice of damage.
One, 2,
17, actually, if it's
4,
13 plus your
5.
strength.
No, he said I rolled 15. So I subtract 1 and then I get to do my strength.
You only got 5 anyway.
Okay. So that's 5 bashing for you to soak.
Okay, going to soak that. So that eats up 5 of my blood.
Bashing is not 1 blood per point healed. If you're going to try to heal that,
Yeah.
it's going to be 1 per 2 bashing.
Yeah,
Okay. So,
But first you roll your soak.
You're rolling to soak first.
It's
For
anything.
bashing and lethal, you can soak with your stamina, I think.
oh yeah.
Yeah, you can soak with stamina as long as it's not ag.
So go ahead and roll.
You gotta soak ag with 4.
Okay, so I soak 3.
Sure, you'll take 3, which will end up being 2 bashing, rounded up. Now I need someone to roll me 8
Wait, how
dice.
do you soak 3? You can't possibly have a specialty with only 2 dice.
Oh no, okay. I was just doing that because I rolled a 10.
No.
Okay, so
2. You soak 2.
okay, so yes, I soak 2. Take
So you
3.
take 3, but bashing is half, so you only take 2. But then I need someone to roll me 8 extra dice of damage.
Because
Yeah, because you've got 2 sources of damage coming here.
3.
3. That's
Right.
3. But the difficulty to soak is 8, as lightning wrecks your body.
Okay. Take both. So I take that.
Yeah, you don't take any. So you'll take 5 damage overall, and be sizzling with lightning. As I backhand you in the face. And it's not like just like I guess it wasn't a casual backhand. It was one of those like camp reach back far and just like, slap you in the face. Motherfucker.
Okay, so it's how much blood to soak that?
A lot.
If you'd like to heal that, it would be 1 blood for both of the bashing, and then 3 more for all of the lethal. Your current generation limits you to spending 1 blood a turn, so you could heal 1 lethal or 2 bashing.
Don't. Does he get to choose which of those he heals first, or does he have to heal the lethal first? Because doesn't it still stack down?
I guess it does. I guess it does get pushed down.
Yeah, it stacks down. The most fatal always applies first, which means that it stacks it. You apply it in terms of the damage with the most lethal first, but you heal it in reverse order. Or that's the way that's the way that I've always understood it.
Okay,
Yeah,
Me too.
So you would have to heal all. You'd have to heal all of the bashing, before you could attempt to heal any of the lethal.
No,
But,
it's the other way around.
Yeah,
The other way
definitely the other way around.
So spending
Lethal
one
first.
to heal the lethal.
Sure, you heal a lethal.
Well,
I don't know if anybody else has a turn or anything, but my free social soliloquy is, I scream, "Don't you ever use powers on Enzo!" And I'm looking down at you, screaming, looking very angry.
duly noted.
David, after this exchange, David stands up and says, "Gentlemen,"
I'm going to grapple this.
he points.
Okay, I don't give a fuck.
Sees that you're. David sees you're trying and points at you.
I am not scared of it.
Gentlemen, this is going to be my only warning. Take it outside.
Alright, I'll grapple him and
Hospitality
take him
has
outside.
been breached, gentlemen. On
Like, I
two
give a
parties.
fuck.
I was the one to
What do you
initiate.
fucking
the
think this
breach
is? Some
by my
kind of
mistake.
Elysium, you pussy? Fuck you. I'm gonna drag him
Hospitality,
outside.
this is his haven, and he points at Jimmy.
Yeah, so I'll take it up with him. Fuck you, David, you Jew.
Raising my hand and open-handed, looking at the other. And I am sorry I breached. That was my fault.
Thank you. Now please leave.
Dragging him outside.
It's about that time that the party hears the screech of car tires and the sound of metal colliding with metal.
Somebody hit my fucking car. I'm gonna be here really fucking mad right now.
I'm dragging this guy outside.
And
Wonderful.
for two individuals in this scene, that sound is extremely familiar.
I assume you know the drill, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get to it.
Yep.
And I
As
guess
you
we're just going to
step
do.
outside, as you step outside, it is a school bus that has collided with a police vehicle.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Alright, so can I beat the dog shit out of this guy now, or what?
I find it surprising.
As an out-of-game note, Jake. As an out-of-game note, Jake, don't, because this is plot. There's plot reasons why I don't. There's plot reasons why.
In character, I would.
Yeah,
The Reverend would specifically tell Enzo to leave it until this is over, because he knows what's going on, and I need his help.
Okay.
I mean, usually I don't plot move, but this one's it's important for.
Alright, you're a dead man, Malkavian.
Save it for later, folks.
Woodrow will.
I'm gonna keep you in a bar of soap and use it to wash my fucking asshole.
Woodrow's gonna shake the lightning off his hand and walk, I guess.
As we're going outside, I'll explain to Woody and Enzo exactly what the dream was and exactly what our procedure was to try to save everybody to do that. So that's our plan, I guess. That's my plan. It's
All these fucking nighttime school buses.
The fuck?
So again, I'm going to go through, again, I'm going to triage the kids, again, I'm going to have someone escort the ones that are safe into the church. Again, I'm going to...
Everything, word for word, plays out the exact same way.
Okay. I will be polite, though, when I'm helping and not actually step through the church. I've been politely asked to leave. I will honor that and not go back inside.
David will be the last one, in the chain to actually get the kids settled.
And Jimmy will be barking, not necessarily orders, but suggestions to everybody because he knows that Woody and Enzo can help with other things as well. I'm down 10 blood. I'll still drain the bus driver to gain 5 of that back.
Okay.
All of that.
How many turns would you say this is?
I can't read a word of what you guys are saying because it's like I'm on a bad connection here.
Gotcha.
I don't know what Google's not cooperating tonight.
Ah.
But it's everything, word for word, action for action, happens again. Even the things that your characters try to stop from happening that you did the first time, you are compelled to do it again.
This is deja vu on a stronger level.
The new people are a little bit different.
Can I drain the cop? Can I drain the cop's body of blood?
Jimmy already got him.
I thought he said
No,
bus
Jimmy
driver.
got the bus driver. Jimmy got the bus driver.
No, remember? Remember?
Oh, that's right. We did. Yeah, the other one. And then we saved that other cop. The first one died.
Yep.
No. Yeah.
Everything
No,
action
the
for
first
action
cop was
happens.
injured. There are two cops. One of them is injured. One of them is kindred. I take the kindred one in the back. I cut him up a little bit. I bring him back out so he doesn't breach the masquerade.
When I touched the other cop, I effectively gave him like a week's worth of morphine with one shot to make him feel better, and popped his spine back into place for him.
The kids are mostly okay. I still make the phone call.
David calls in the reinforcements.
Right.
Can I drain the blood out of this cop that is a kindred?
You would, but as you attempt to grapple him to drain him, you literally grab at air.
Okay.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know, this is some gay illusion. I probably shouldn't even be here.
Can I sneak off with one of these children?
No, they're like air.
Same thing. As you attempt to get one of the kids, you literally grab onto air.
Alright, well, I would like to disbelieve this since I've never met a kid I could manhandle.
I can't hear a word of what he's saying.
Attempting to disbelieve.
I'll put it in Facebook chat.
Alright, please do, because Google's... If you're watching this, Google developers, you dropped the ball again.
Fuck you guys.
Alright, it's there now.
Alright, for you, Enzo, it dissipates.
Alright, so what the fuck's going on in real life?
I mean, do I automatically get a disbelief chop? Because I said this is a fucking illusion, so the shit isn't real. Do I get to be a disbelief test? I don't know. Because like my character clearly doesn't believe it. I screamed that it's an illusion.
I'm gonna give this to you, Enzo. I'm gonna give this to you because you kind of specialize in this thing. What you have just witnessed is a residual haunting.
What the fuck is that?
This is something that played out some time ago that someone was killed in, and it continues to play out on a regular basis. It's like someone hit the repeat button and put it on continual repeat.
Oh, wow. Hey, these, I turned into Woody, I guess. These are kind of like ghosts, but they're not even like the good kind who can do stuff. They're just stuck reliving their death over and over. It's rather fucked.
Alright, well that sounds like a you thing, so I guess I'll just leave.
I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't have anything I can do for these people. They're stuck.
I mean, you're a necromancer. You can like be like, hey, you're a ghost. Do what I say. Stop doing this.
I don't think they're like that kind of ghost.
Well, I don't fucking know. You have powers over ghosts.
Listen, I've been walking around looking for ghosts all night. I can't see any of them, and now these guys show up and they're different. Or else I would have seen them.
Can I slap Mitchell? No, just an open hand, like tap to the face.
Yeah, basically try to slap him out of it. Yeah, you can try. Yeah.
Yeah, I just slapped him.
Hey, these
Okay.
are ghosts.
You succeed.
Okay. I just slapped him in
And
the
it
face.
dissipates.
I
It dissipates for you, Mitchell.
I knew that one of them had to be. I did not realize that they all were.
You, however, Mr. Bouchard and Mr. Bouchard and David, you still see it.
All right, man. Well, you don't need me here anymore, right? Because I slapped you. You're good now.
I mean, I
Have they
suppose.
said anything that would, that might clue either of us in at all?
I'll like throw a piece of asphalt at David's face.
Hey, you.
Like this big?
Yeah. You feel, David basically feels himself get hit, and basically as he, shakes him out of it, it dissipates for him.
Okay. It's like,
Rise and shine.
what in the name of... And it's no language any of you know that he's speaking right now.
I'm gonna walk towards my vehicle.
I knew that one of these was deceased,
And he put
but I did not realize
You
that
head
they.
back to your vehicle. As you head back to your vehicle, PJ, you see on the front windshield of your vehicle, in black spray paint, has been painted a half circle with lines emanating from that circle.
The fuck? Who fucking spray painting my car? Is it like a sun or something?
Yeah, it looks like a sunrise.
This is fucking bullshit. Hey, bro. I bet these are the same fucking hunters. They know where your fucking haven is. I'm gonna fucking leave now.
Have a good evening, sir. Thank you for attending.
Hey, I don't know. You probably shouldn't stay here much longer if hunters know that this is where you fucking live. Okay? Just letting you know.
Thank you for your concern. There's not really much of anywhere for me to go unless I want to leave all of my worldly belongings behind, and my congregation, who have literally just
Stop
moved in.
being such a homo and just ask me if you could sleep over.
You can totally crash at my place. Just like put your shit in my car.
Both have mansions. What the fuck are you talking about? You cannot know where to go or put your stuff.
You know you.
I have rooms in my house dedicated to Pepsi.
Let me rephrase, and I'll toss a set of keys at Woodrow.
Okay, I'll grab them.
Go into the back room.
Okay. I'll
Some
go
of that
back
stuff can't be disturbed. There's like the beginnings of like 5 rituals.
Oh yeah, you're fucked, bro. I come back, I toss you the keys back. I'm like, so either you start from scratch or you might end up pulled out during the daytime. I don't know which is more important to you, but my home is open to you.
I appreciate that. We really need to take care of this problem soon.
I know, I just don't know where they are. They're always, like, apparently lurking around, repainting fucking cars. Bullshit. Dicks.
I have already been run out of my church once. I thought I had this under control, and apparently that is not the case. This domain is getting ridiculous, and all of this needs to be handled soon.
Let's just buy you a church where in my district, where there's less hunters and more of my shit.
In the meantime, and I'll flip out my phone, and I'll call the Duke.
All right. You get Terrence. Well, not Terrence, but you get a female voice on the other end of the line.
Put him on the phone.
Yes, sir. Be right with you. Literal seconds pass, and you hear his voice. Terrence, what can I do for you?
Yes, this is one of your, shall we say, constituents. You recognize me, don't you, sir?
Yes, Mr. Johnson. What's going on now? Something I can help with?
There are hunters in your domain. Fix it immediately.
Appreciate it.
I will hang up on him rather rudely.
Alright.
Guys, guess I'm gonna go. Please don't die, Rev.
I'll be on my way over later this evening. Thank you. If I'm trying to remember,
Alright. Those of you that have contacts with the office of the prince, your phone buzzes.
Alright, look at it.
Emergency meeting. Get here ASAP.
Where's here?
It does not say. It just says get here. But you do see it's from the number that you know that the prince uses.
Alright, I guess I'll... How far away is it? I'm all the way in fucking Appalachia.
I'm telling you, dude, Propty. Propty is the answer.
No, the answer is to live in a fucking more...
You're a few hours. Couple hours. You can make it.
Fuck.
Did the purchase of that house ever go through before
Yes.
I torched?
It has gone through. It has gone through.
Okay, so I do.
They got back up with you.
All right, so I do own that house. It just before I torched Ashford's. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
So I'll just load my stuff up and go
Mhm.
there.
I guess we go.
You also
I'm gonna-
get a secondary text. You get a secondary text from that same number with an address. You recognize that this is not the governor's mansion for this particular address.
Okay, I guess I go.
What I'm gonna do is while they're doing all of this stuff, I'm gonna be going in and I'm gonna put the chick in my car, and then I'm gonna go in and grab all of the important stuff from my rituals that can be moved without being destroyed and started over. All of my ritual implements and books and anything of that nature. I'm gonna put it in my car, and I'm just going to lock all the doors. Okay. And I'm going to ask, Mr. Putanesca,
What?
you wouldn't happen to have a spare container of gasoline, would you?
You mean like the one in my trunk?
Yes.
I mean, it's not spare. It's my spare can of gas. So then if I gave it to you, I would not have one. But
I will.
Yeah.
I will purchase you more at the filling station.
Are you
No,
gonna
you don't have to buy me any gas. Here, take this gas, you poor son.
Are you gonna burn this place down?
I'm gonna burn the church down. Yeah.
Okay, we'll just
You
look.
need more than one fucking thing of gas.
No, it's fine. It'll be fine.
Well, can I at least have the candles I lit from my mom and dad?
Yes, of course.
All right.
He'll go in and he'll grab all of the Reverend will also grab all the hymnals and as many of the Bibles as he can.
I'll help him.
And
I tell everybody to hurry up when I go to the fucking power box, and I'm gonna fucking hit it with 11 bolt.
okay, and all of that stuff.
As you're grabbing stuff out of the church,
And I'm taking all the blood with me, all the vials of blood.
Okay, as you and Jimmy are grabbing stuff out of the church, and so you find as you pick up one of the hymnals, a piece of paper falls out of it.
All right. What's up with the paper?
As you lean down and pick it up, you see drawn on the paper is what appears to be an eye. If you know what the Eye of Ra looks like, that's what it is. But inside of where it's not a normal Eye of Ra, it looks like someone has incorporated a rising sun into the eye.
Okay. Hey,
Written under the picture. There are words that are written under the picture. And we are his mighty clashing sword.
I'll hand it to the Reverend and continue grabbing Bibles.
The Reverend will curse and stick it in his pocket, and he will deal with all of that crap later. And we're gonna just grab all the religious iconography, all of my notes on the blood work, all of the blood itself, all of my everything that we've done, all the evidence that we've collected over all of this stuff for the past few weeks, and just stick it in the car.
All right.
And then I guess if he's going to use 11 bolt on it, I don't guess I need to use an accelerant.
I'm assuming
No, not
David's probably
necessarily.
snapped me out of things by now.
Oh, he already snapped out of it.
No, I was saying
Yeah,
David's
which
probably snapped me out.
actually you are now, dude. You're starting to
Oh.
snap out of it, dude. There,
Oh, yeah.
there, Bashard.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry, as soon as he woke up, he would have shook you. So
Okay.
I should have said that. Sorry
Yeah,
about
so
that.
you knew all about. Yeah, you've
Okay.
seen all this, craziness and mad chaos going on around you.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure of.
And like I said, it is throwing down rain outside.
Sweet.
It's falling on the damn near monsoon.
My kid needs medicine and my phone's about to die, so Woodrow will just go back home.
Okay. All right. So we will do the next thing that we do, whether it's tonight or not. If it is, so be it. But if the next thing we do will be that emergency meeting.
Okay,
So,
cool.
All right, guys.
On the
Stop
way,
broadcast.
on the way,